Live and breaking on Republic and full-blown political drama in Bihar as Chief Minister Nitish Kumar is all set to pull the plugs from the NDA alliance that he's been a part of and most likely to go back to the Congress and the RJD. In this fresh move, Nitish is, we believe, likely to be at the governor's residence in 15 minutes. So hectic political activity in Patna. In fact, super fast developments. It's a mega political scoop as Republic has been breaking it to you. Prakash in Patna giving us all the updates from the Nitish camp as well as the Congress camp earlier. And in just 15 minutes, all will be clear about whether Nitish Kumar, as speculations are rife, whether he will really be breaking off with the BJP. And Piyush also there in Patna to take us through these breaking developments. Piyush, well, hectic political activity. Earlier, speaking to Prakash, the Congress was very clear that it was in the picture now, even as the stage it appears, it feels, the Congress feels, and various other parties in the fray feel that, you know, the stage is set for a new government in Bihar. What is the latest?
Well, Rukma, like you rightly point out that yes, the stage is all set for the new government in the state of Bihar, and that can happen very soon in few minutes from now. Nitish Kumar likely to leave from his residence and move towards Raj Bhavan, which is very much close to his residence. And after reaching there, we are hearing few slogans being also chanted here inside Tejasvi Yadav's residence. Yes. Few sloganing taking place inside the residence of Nitish Yadav, but we will try to get more details of that. Let's try to talk about what is actually happening there in Nitish Kumar's camp. Nitish Kumar likely to leave in few minutes from now from his residence and move towards the governor's house, and there he's likely to put down his paper, and then he will once again become part of Mahagathbandhan. For that purpose, there's a meeting also which is taking place here at Tejasvi Yadav's residence, where all the constituents of Mahagathbandhan, including RJD, Congress, Left, are present. All MLAs are present. In fact, they have also signed a support letter to JDU, which would be handed over to Tejasvi Yadav when he leaves from here, where he goes to meet with Nitish Kumar after Nitish puts down his paper. And then again, the Mahagathbandhan would march towards the governor house for claiming their government in Bihar. So hectic parley right now as we are speaking is underway. Let us also tell to our viewers a very big development which we are right now picking is that so far BJP, which was silent, has now decided to hold a core group meet. There's a movement taking place. Shakti Singh, who is also spokesperson of RJD, he has come out. So far we were seeing all the leaders of RJD being inside. Now Shakti Singh has come out. Now he has gone back. So meeting is still underway here at Tejasvi Yadav's residence. What we were discussing is that Nitish Kumar is likely to once again become the chief minister, and that's from the side of Mahagathbandhan, because Mahagathbandhan has got numbers. Mahagathbandhan, if you talk about the numbers which Mahagathbandhan has, JDU has 45 seats, RJD has 79 seats, Congress has 19 seats, and Left has also 16 seats. So it's going to be the Mahagathbandhan.
Well, the numbers, Piyush, as you tell us, clearly make sense. I have to go across right now to Prakash, who's joining us also. Prakash, earlier in the day, you were with top leaders of the Congress who clearly said that they are in the picture now for a likely new government. What's the latest from the many camps who are in the picture now? Well, we are on the hectic political developments, super fast developments in Bihar as Nitish Kumar does it again. It looks like he's back with his old alliance after, well, in a very short while from now, he is to arrive at the governor's residence. We've been hearing about last-ditch efforts on the part of the BJP top brass in order to, mend and maybe make Nitish Kumar change his mind. Our senior editor Prakash now with us from Patna. He's been giving us all the updates. Prakash, we were talking about the super fast developments in Bihar.
Well, yes, now it is almost clear, and it was clear since yesterday itself. There was no doubt about it. I've been tracking this story for 3 to 4 months now, and the way negotiations have been happening, and the way RJD was not attacking JDU, and the JDU was not attacking RJD, even if the JDU leaders attacked RJD leaders or Tejasvi Yadav or Nitish Kumar used to reprimand them. So all this started when there were tensions which escalated between the JDU because of the second-rung leaders of the BJP making statements against the government, against Nitish Kumar, and saying that some BJP MPs also went on to say that the tenure of the chief minister should be 2.5 years for JDU and 2.5 years for BJP, as the JDU has been relegated to 43 assembly seats and the BJP is having 77 seats. So all this did not go down well, and Dharmendra Pradhan was also sent in by Union Home Minister Amit Shah to meet Nitish Kumar, but that also did not work out. Last-ditch effort was made by Amit Shah and JP Nadda yesterday, and JP Nadda also making a comment recently that all the regional parties would be finished, and recently they say that the former JDU president RCP Singh was hobnobbing with the BJP to finish the JDU, and ever since he was not renominated to the Rajya Sabha. So everything is set now since yesterday only, and we had broken this story yesterday that the Mahagathbandhan government is being formed, Tejasvi to be deputy CM, Nitish to be CM again, and Nitish to be in the likely race to emerge as the face of the UPA as far as the prime ministerial ambitions are concerned. But as far as chief ministership is concerned, Nitish will remain as the chief minister. Once he relinquishes the chief ministership post, his party would be over. That's the political understanding I have, whatever politics I have covered. So Nitish will remain the chief minister even if he is made the face. And in politics, one should live in the present, and negotiations for future is done when the time comes. So every step is taken at a time. It's like a chessboard, and Nitish Kumar is a Chanakya or your Machiavelli, whatever you say, because we have covered him. He keeps his cards close to his chest and he understands politics. So, but on the other side, all this flip-flop of Nitish Kumar, he may have gained politically, and as I say, politics is a game of numbers, but politics is also a game of perception. And if your perception is wrong, then you are finished. So on the perception battle, Nitish Kumar is on the wrong wicket. As Lalu Yadav has coined the term Paltu Ram in 2017. I just want to understand from Lalu or Tejasvi when they do the news conference later in the day, is Nitish Kumar a Paltu Ram right now or not? Or his sins are over? Because he has been doing flip-flop time and again. So that in the perception battle, he is on a weak wicket. That I can say for sure, because entire Bihar has been talking about it. The only strong point in his case is that he's a man of impeccable integrity. He's an honest man. There's no doubt about that. And he's worked for Bihar. There's no doubt about that. But in politics, you don't do flip-flop like this. Sometimes with the BJP, sometimes with the RJD. You go back to the BJP, then again with the RJD. And now in his heydays, I wonder what kind of problems he would face when he makes this Khichdi Sarkar of 7 parties, that is the RJD, Congress, JDU, CPI, CPIML, Hindustani Awam Morcha, even the VIP party, which has no MLAs, have joined the bandwagon. So I think Nitish Kumar has been nursing prime ministerial ambitions for now 10 years now, and both Narendra Modi and he were opponents, and on the basis of that he left the BJP or the NDA in 2013 when Narendra Modi was declared the prime minister face, and now he's wary of the fact that BJP wants to finish him. BJP wants to diminish the JDU, and in order to salvage his party, save his party, it's a marriage of convenience. As I earlier said, that Lalu Yadav, being a shrewd politician himself, in order to promote the political future of his son Tejasvi Yadav, this is a marriage of convenience between Nitish Kumar and Lalu Yadav, and he wants to do the backward politics, and that is why the caste-based census is being done in Bihar. entire country is moving ahead, but Bihar is looking
Right.
for caste-based
Right,
census.
Prakash.
And on that basis, the political programs would be charted out, the policies would be implemented in Bihar, and Nitish Kumar and Lalu Yadav, or in fact Tedasvi Yadav, would want to visit Mandal Part 2. And on the basis of that, they would fight against the BJP's Hindutva plank in the run-up to the 2024 elections, and which would be quite interesting
Right.
to see, because
Right.
Akhilesh
Well, a
Yadav also
tremendous
tried his
plan
hand
in
in
place,
UP by galvanizing the backward forces.
Right, Prakash, stay with us. Going across to Piyush now. Well, hectic political activity as we were speaking with Prakash just now. It's over to you to take us through what are the important events to look forward to today as the day goes on. Of course, in a few minutes now, Nitish Kumar expected to be at the governor's house. Take us from there. Well, first, I'll be coming to you, Piyush, but first, let's listen into some political reactions to this entire scenario.